The next topic is an ugly word that I'm hearing from quite a few parents, and you just mentioned it, regression. You know, right when you thought your kid had stopped sucking their thumb or the baby talk was gone, it's all back. We actually talked to one family, Dr. Jen, who knows this all too well.
So after the shutdown, my twins have been regressing.
Oh my goodness!
My kids started fighting a lot more. They jump on the couch a lot. They started sweating themselves, picking themselves up. They would say, oops, I think something happened. That was throughout the end of March and pretty much all of April. Before the pandemic, Adam, maybe once or twice a week, he'd come over to our bed. Since the pandemic, it's a nightly occurrence. I mean, everything happened at the same time, from the stickers and drawing on the walls, to the potty accidents, to the fighting with each other, to the starting to come into our bed at night. Like, everything happened at the same time. And it's now, some months later, that we're still helping Adam through getting to the other side of the potty issues and the coming into our bed. In the midst of all of this happening, my husband and I opened a restaurant right before the pandemic hit. It has been extremely challenging balancing and navigating our new baby small business through the pandemic while also navigating our children's regressions. Doctors, give us some tips.
Wow, I feel for those parents for sure. So, Dr. Jen, first of all, what is regression and why are so many kids regressing?
Yeah, so regression is really common, especially when areas and times when it's a large change, so or stresses that are occurring. So yes, the pandemic obviously is a huge change, and kids are staying indoors and they're cooped up and they don't know what's going on. And so they also have a lot of physical symptoms that come out because they're maybe really emotionally stressed out. And it can happen when kids are overwhelmed, when they have lack of routines and structure, also when they're feeling not safe or basically really overwhelmed and out of control.
Yeah, so the key is, first of all, acknowledge that it's regression. Don't be in denial. And also, don't punish your kids. I mean, there are stressful times that are causing this regression. It's not them being bad.
Absolutely. You do not want to shame your kids. It's not going to help. It's going to be a vicious cycle and make it worse. You really want to be there, protect them, and assure them and that their fears, they can speak about what's going on too, and not feel that they're going to get in trouble because they're not doing this on purpose.
You know, I also thought that it was interesting that, you know, when you look at what kids and parents are doing, you know, you figure, how can parents keep their kids together when they themselves are falling apart?
Exactly. It's really, really hard, but I've got some tips. But first of all, you want to make sure that you are really honest with your kids. They're smart. They're hearing everything that you're saying. So have honest conversations. But remember to keep it at their level, their developmental level. Just answer the questions that they ask. They're probably not thinking so far in advance what you're thinking. So just be honest. You also want to make sure that you keep them very safe and that they feel like they can come to you and that they can tell you what's on their mind without you saying, oh, it doesn't really matter, or you shouldn't worry about that. You really want to make home a safe place for them and know that we're all going through it together. Another important tip, though, is really to be a good role model because kids look up to parents. They emulate what you do, and you are really important. So wear your mask and wash your hands and be really positive and work together as a family because it will really help.
Before we let you go, can we go over some of the top questions that you're being asked right now?
Probably one of the most important things I'm hearing all the time is that parents are worried about socialization and their children. If they're keeping that at home, how are they going to be able to socialize and develop properly and with their growth and development? And so I know I get it that it's a hard thing, but also if there's siblings involved, that's great. Other adults also can interact, right, with your child as well, too. And also, if you can form family pods, another family that you feel comfortable, that you know that are taking the precautions that you're taking, wearing masks, social distancing, if they're exposed, that they are isolating or quarantining away until that they know that the exposure is over. So just do things slowly, and we can build as hopefully the pandemic starts to decrease.
Dr. Jen Trachtenberg, you always give such important and great information. Thank you so much for joining us.